Hey, so today I'm going to show you how to set up a Facebook ad campaign. Okay, so as you can see, I'm in my Facebook ads. Adsmanager.facebook.com is where you will want to come. Now, there are other ways of doing ads, like if you do it through Instagram, um, and you do it through what is more like a boosted post. But this is really a meta ad campaign that will go to Facebook, it will go to Instagram, and this to me is really the best way to set it up. Um, while the other way serves its purpose to maybe just do LinkedIn, or not LinkedIn, to just do Instagram or to just do a boosted post. Yes, they both serve their purpose, but if you're looking to do meta ads, reach a target audience, this is what I would do. So as you can see, I'm here. I'm under my campaign. If you have a personal account and a business account, you're going to want to click here and make sure you click on your business account. Um, I obviously have to verify, which I will do here shortly. And you want to make sure that your payment plan is set up as well, your card. So I'm going to be under the campaigns tab. So let's talk a little bit about campaigns, ad sets, and ads. Okay, so a campaign is the overall campaign. Inside of that campaign is ad sets. You can do one ad set and test one audience, or you could do two ad sets and test two different types of audiences. Then inside of each ad set are your ads. My suggestion is to set your budget at campaign, and this way anything that runs here or here is under the same cost. So you can load in as many ads as you want and as many ad sets as you want and only pay this cost. Now the benefit is that Meta will choose which ones are doing the best. So you can watch your ad sets to see if they're performing. If you set up more than two, if you're setting up three, then you want to see, okay, if this one's not performing, I need to shut it off. Or if an ad is not performing, I need to shut it off. You're going to wait somewhere between 7 to 10 days, see what it looks like, and then shut it off. Generally, if an ad is going to take off, you will see something happen kind of almost right away. Now, if you're just completely setting up a new account, then sometimes it might take a little bit longer than 7 to 10 days, but you don't want your money being spent on ad sets or ads that aren't going anywhere. Okay, so now I'm going to go to create. The type of campaign is up to you, depending on what you're looking for. Are you looking for sales? Are you looking just for brand awareness? Are you looking to get traffic to your website? Are you looking for engagement messaging? Are you looking for leads? It all just depends. For this one, I am going to choose traffic. Just link clicks, landing pages. Generally, a lot of people will choose that one. Now, there's two ways to do this. If you're new to this, you might want to do recommended settings. But as you get better, my suggestion is to also do manual. So what you could do is you could set up two campaigns. Make sure they aren't going against each other. So make sure you have different ads in the campaigns. Make sure you go through different audiences. Otherwise, your campaigns will go get basically, fight each other for your audience. So let's choose recommended settings first and go through this way so you can see what it is. So this is my campaign. This is my ad set. And this is my ad. I'm going to want to rename everything, of course. Rename your campaign, maybe with the month, the year, what ad set this is, and what ad. Now, if you know you want more than one ad set, you can click here and copy. And then paste. Actually, I meant to hit duplicate. And now both my ad sets are ready. Now, generally under the same campaign, I will run the same ads in both ad sets. But that is up to you. If you wanted to do more like A/B testing, you could do the same ad sets, just duplicate them, and you could add couple ads here, couple ads here. Now, something that I want to share with you is that my suggestion is to run at least 3 ads. Depending on your budget, you may run more. You want to run a static, you want to run a carousel, which is the slides that are multiple slides, and you want to run a video. Now, if you have a budget of like $15 a day, I might suggest maybe doing 5 ads and start off that way and do a reel video, a horizontal video, a square static. You want to do 1080 by 1080 and a horizontal static and a carousel, 1080 by 1080 carousel. The reason for that is you want to see what your audience is interested in, right? So, a reel might work, a horizontal video might work, but you're not going to know if you don't test it out. So I recommend at least 3 and 3 different types. And then, you can shut them off if they don't work. I had one client and carousels worked really good for them. I've had other people where carousels don't work for them. So it just all depends. Anyway, so let's go here. I'm just going to do traffic campaign August 25. I'm doing a campaign budget. You can do an ad set budget, but a campaign budget is nice because you can load in whatever you want and you're only going to get charged that budget. My suggestion is to do a daily budget. Lifetime is fine, but daily gives you more control over your ad spend, okay? If you choose to do lifetime, it's fine. If you have like an event that's running for like 10 days or 2 weeks, and then it'll ramp it up on its own. But most likely to start off, I would suggest doing a daily budget of like whatever it is, $5. Your cheapest budget you're going to be able to do it's like $4.50. You don't want to do anything cheaper than that. Otherwise, you can't compete. $5 a day, $10 a day is really good. Start off small. I would not start off like 50 or 100 unless you've been running ads because it just takes a while to learn your audience. So, start off with 10, and if it's going well, you can add, make it 20, but that's my suggestion. I'm still leaving it at 40. As you can see, you'll spend average 40 a day. Daily spend can be 70, weekly spend can be 280. So now you're under control. With a lifetime budget, you have to really monitor it. You want to monitor it no matter what. But a lifetime budget can suck up your budget, and all of a sudden you're being charged $3,000. So just be really careful. I'm not going to increase. I'm fine. You can do this if like you're running an event and you want to do better. You can do A/B testing this way. I usually do it through here instead, but it's completely up to you. I don't have a special category. This is for like more of like political campaigns, housing, employment, social issues, that sort of stuff. And hit next. Now it took me down to this one ad set. A lot of times it doesn't matter. You just have to remember what you want to do. So like this ad set would be, let's name this one ad set. Let's say this. Let's call this my luxury audience. Okay. You want to go to your website. You can do Instagram or Facebook if you want. Messages, calls, it's up to you. Do you want maximum number of clicks, maximum number of landing page views, daily reach, number of conversations? Conversations would be if you're doing messaging, and that sort of stuff. So if you want people to actually view your website, this is better than clicks. I don't need to do anything like there. Nothing there. When you're going to start it, if you have an end date, if you're doing an event, nothing to do there. Now, if you have a saved audience, this is when you'll load it in. If you don't have a saved audience, I will show you how to do that in another video. What I usually do is I'll do my saved audience in one ad set, and I will do a random audience in the second one, like people, like audiences I'm trying to test out. So like I have my saved audience, which would be like your customer list. You do a customer lookalike list, I would load that into this one ad set here. And I would call this one saved audience. This one, my test audience. I could test another one. Let's say I wanted to test out teachers or nurses, whatever it is. That's what I'm going to call that the ad set. Again, no matter what money you put in, it's all coming out of here. Now, the more ad sets, the more ads, the more you're going to want a bigger budget. But let's say you want to do a $5 a day. You could do, for $5 a day, you could do 2 ad sets and 3 ads in each. But most likely for that, I would probably do $9 or $10 a day, just because it'll give you a little bit more locations where you want them sent. Age, I would update this depending on your audience. If you don't know your audience's age, then the good thing about running ads is you're going to be able to get all that data. I always tell people that ads are really good if you don't know your market. Even if you're not crazy about spending the money on paid ads, it really helps you see who clicks on your ads and your market. You can exclude audiences. Let's say you use a saved audience and you want to exclude part of it here, you can. Like if you want to exclude your customers but keep the lookalike, that sort of stuff. Put your language in here. I always do English for me. You can do audience suggestion and AI will help you find more people. This would be really good maybe in your test one, but maybe in this, like your customer lookalike, you wouldn't do that. Just my suggestion. Like I said, one's your saved audience and one could be a test audience. So under this one, again, you fix your age, again, fix the gender you want, and then this is where I would choose luxury. So I'd be like luxury cars. I want to advertise people who have money, okay? Luxury resorts, etc., etc. You can add as many of these as you want. Then you can save this one if you want. I could save it. I could call it my luxury audience, and then now it'll be under my save audiences. Okay, and then placements. I don't usually do too much with any of that. Then I hit next. It's going to take me to my ad. Here's my ad. Now, since I want to load 3, I'm going to duplicate this and duplicate this. And this would be called my static ad. Which is just a single ad. You send them to your website, you put your website here. Test it, always test it. Okay, mine's good. This is fine. Now I'm going to add my creative. I'm doing an image ad. Let's see if I have anything loaded here. These are on my site links, so you can add like different of your sites. So my site has a blog, my site has about me. So you just edit this. You can edit and you can just add like whatever you want. So you put like if I have Lauren V Marketing / portfolio, and then I can add that, or Lauren V Marketing / about me, whatever that page is, and I would add that there to help my ads. Let's go to next. Okay, these are all static ads, so I'm just going to load this one. Now here, you can take the suggestions if it makes sense. So like this one makes sense. This one does not. Doesn't matter. You're not going to reach everybody. This one, I am going to take because my words are in there and just test it out. If it doesn't work, no big deal. I would not put the text in here. I'll tell you why, because I like to where you can add variations to the text. So I'm just going to hit next. Enhancements. Yeah, some of these are good. Just read over whatever it is. These are fine. Meta might do stuff with your ads, make a move, whatever it is. Okay. Now your primary text will be the bulk of your text, okay? It showed me some of my previous text suggestions, which is great. So let's just say I want to select this one. it's not putting in, but no big deal. Primary text. I don't know why it's not working. Maybe it'll let me highlight it. Whatever, it doesn't matter. So your primary text will be your bulk text, okay? It'll be where you will talk about what you're selling. You will, just give information. If it's an event, whatever it is, that'll be your primary text. I always add options because the first one might not work. So what I will do is I will a lot of times write my own text and then I will put it into ChatGPT and I'll say, hey, give me a funny version of my text. Okay, so here's my funny version. And it's, if you want to, it does give it funny stuff, like something like, have you ever wanted to work alongside your dog? And your dog at home. Well, then, again, this is not how you'd write it, but I would say something like, I am offering a course on how to be a social media manager. And you can add emojis, any of that stuff. Then I would do a third one. Then I would say, let's say even competitor. You can say, make me sound like this marketing company, and then put that version in. So it's really, really good because it'll choose like which one does better. Headline is short. You want it to be like catchy. Like, do you want to work from home? That would work for me. Another variation would be something funny, like, do you want to work? Do you want to have your dog by your side all day? Or whatever it is. You can make them really, really funny. Ask ChatGPT. Definitely do several headlines, okay? Description can be shorter, more like your CTA, like, contact us today and get started. Or if you're ready to change your life, then contact me today. Or whatever. And then your call to action is going to be whatever you want them to do. And leave that, leave that, leave that. Now, if you have a pixel set up, which we can talk about that another point, I set mine up here. You click on that. This one's not active. I would have to go to my events manager, and that's how you set up your metapixel, but that's for a whole nother video. And so anyway, I'm just going to leave that for now. It's not working though, so it won't give me any sort of feedback. Your pixel is important if you are doing some sort of ROAS, like you want to see how many people are buying your product, you want to see how many people are buying your class, then you're going to need your website event. If you are purely just trying to get traffic or brand awareness, this doesn't really matter so much. But if you want to know like who is coming from your ads and how many leads you're getting, you're going to need a pixel set up. And you can obviously set it up right here. You just hit set up and it'll take you there, okay? Sometimes you might have to have your website provider set your pixel up. Shopify is pretty easy to set up your pixel, but some of the other ones can be a little tricky. So again, that's a whole nother video, whole nother training. But anyway, it's all good to go. And then I would hit publish. Now, what I want to show you is, so my static ad is done. What I would do in my other ad set is I would take this and I would go copy. And I am going to paste it. I'm going to highlight that, just hit Command V. And there's my static ad for the other ad set, right? So this ad set is, I'm going to call this my saved audience / customer list. And now I have the same ad running in both. Now, if you don't want the same ad, then you obviously won't do that. But like, what if you wanted the same visual ad, but you want different text? You could do that. Like, because my luxury audience, maybe for my luxury audience, I'm saying, if you want to drive a Porsche, you want to drive a Ferrari, or I'm making like more connections to like, if you Instead of like, do you want to work from home? I could say, do you want to travel to luxury resorts? Whatever it is. Now, my safe audience would be like my own voice. So my copy's different. Maybe you want the same copy with different images. To me, this is kind of the best way to do A/B testing personally, but it's really up to you. This just shows you could reach people by using a variety of like video, variety of different ads. That's why I always say don't just do static, do video, static, carousel. It's very important. Um, this audience is broad because I don't have anything in there yet. This make sure the performance goal is the same for both ad sets. Um, Nothing changes. Okay. This one I'm not going to do this because I want to do my customer saved list. But yeah, that's it. I'd be ready to publish. Now, if you don't have payment and you go to publish, it'll say you need your payment or whatever. But you notice it always saves your edit, so you're really good there. Anyway, that's a quick tutorial on how to create a Meta Facebook ad. And this ad will go. You can see over here where it goes into feeds, it goes into stories, goes into right columns, and you can see the ad preview over here of what they look like everywhere. So this is why I always say this is the best way to do ads. I know some people do it just through Instagram and some people to your profile, not the boosted post, but they'll just do the ads through Instagram. I wouldn't recommend it. I would set it up this way. This is just what I have found to be the most successful. Yeah, if you have any questions, let me know, and I will be doing some more trainings. At some point, I'm going to package a whole Facebook ads course. So if that's something you're interested in, comment below, and I will keep you alerted when the whole course is ready. Thank you.